Huh?
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, we're setting up. It's gonna be
Go, just talk. There's people
so
in here.
tight.
Say shit.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Instagram Live version of the Monday M.A.S.S, aka the world's greatest action sports podcast. I'm Chris Coté.
And I'm Todd Richards, and we're doing this because our camera crew didn't show up today.
What? You're right. You wanna
We have someone actually demoing our bathroom too, so it's probably a good time to do this lo-fi.
Yeah, and this is probably awesome for you guys watching because now you're really getting a behind the scenes look at. We haven't even started the podcast yet.
Hold on, I gotta plug in. Okay, now we have power. All right.
Okay. Ladies and
Let's
gentlemen,
go.
this is how we do the world's greatest action sports podcast. And it goes a little something like this.
Start.
And here we are again, February 1st, 2021. This is the Monday M.A.S.S with Chris Coté.
And I am Todd Richards, and we're gonna talk X-Games and what else happened this week?
We got X-Games Aspen, Tony Hawk 720s at 52 for a total of 3,740. Vans Triple Crown Digital Edition. Mason Ho, has he dropped his best vlog edit yet? Ryan M.A.S.S fell and broke his back jumping over
The Dukes
the
of
50
Hazzard
foot
style fly up.
Tons of stuff. Oh, the Gigawave is here. I'll tell you all
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
I saw that.
The Gigawave is happening.
Oh.
Mark Healey wipes out, blood, guts, surfing, skateboarding, and nerd news.
All right, let's go.
Something for everyone.
Now let's start this.
Before we get there, it's time for fun. It's time to tell you out there who brings you the world's greatest action sports podcast. This podcast, Monday M.A.S.S, is presented by Bubs Naturals at Bubs Naturals. Digestive health, glowing skin, hair, nails, joint health. It's non-GMO, gluten-free, grain-free. Use the code MASS20. Bubs Naturals will make your life better and longer. Exactly.
It'll make it longer?
Yes. That's what he said. Hansen Surfboards, the OG shop.
It is,
from forever.
It's great, and if you live in the San Diego area, you can go and get your board tuned up there before you go and ride Epic Powder locally.
That's
we will
right.
have that story and more.
The
in
Powder Report.
Snow news.
The Powder Report's coming. We got K2 Snowboarding, K2.Snowboarding. We've got Pannikin Coffee and Tea, the best in the business. Chemistry Surfboards.
I just ordered a Holiday 2.
Yeah, and we're in the city. We do have construction happening at M.A.S.S HQ. It's fine though.
It's okay.
It's ambient noise. It's like it adds. YouOnline.com. You Online at You Online. That's where you can listen to the show, of course, among other places. New Greens.
Your best defense against the coronavirus is having a healthy immune system.
If not, so hydrochlorididine is out. New Greens is in.
All of it, really.
Just take it all.
Yeah, that's a go.
Yeah. Don't mix bleach with your greens. We know that.
Right.
Okay, don't do that. NanocraftCBD, congrats to Nanocraft, our team. We're on the team now with Felipe Gustavo.
Wow.
Yeah. Nanocraft doing
Sick.
big things, big moves right there. Adding Felipe Gustavo to the team. Beneath Apparel, BN3TH Apparel. I rocked some chili pepper long underwear under my snow pants. Todd's got the chili, his favorite band in underpants. The Red Hot Chili Pepper Beneath Apparel.
Red Hot Chili
No
Diaper.
relation to the band. So take that back.
And
Adventure.io. Your ticket to the ultimate adventure. Talking life hammers here. Get the app, Adventure.io. Let's get into the show.
All right.
Surf News brought to you by. Hey, do you want to start with snow news since we've got so much snow news to talk?
okay, yeah, and it's fresh.
Okay, and it's fresh, as in fresh powder. Snow news brought to you by K2 Snowboards. Todd, you and I had a snow adventure.
We had one of
The other day.
every few years, the magic of the elements come together to
Right.
produce a locally incredible snow day.
Talking POW. in
Talking
SoCal.
POW and a lot feet, stacked up feet. We went and rode Mount Baldy, one of the treasures of Southern California snowboarding. It only works occasionally.
Yeah,
so,
that's why it's not really like a secret spot because you
No,
have
it used to be kind of secret, and people used to get like so bent, but like you have to really pay attention to what's happening, and there's a lot of factors that need to come together to get a good Baldy day.
And so in my estimation as a relative Baldy newcomer,
Mm-hmm.
I think I went there once back in like the 80s skiing as a child, but since I've gone with you guys a couple times, there are no runs. No, there's maybe a groomed or two run, but it's mostly hiking, trees, and forgive my vernacular, but double black diamond.
Yeah, there's a lot of diamonds.
It's real shit. Like this is real snowboarding.
Yeah,
like professional level.
Well, it's just, I mean, you can get into trouble there. Like,
yeah.
The whole point of it is it's when it does come together, it is absolutely magic. We had a great time. Myself, you, Jordan,
awesome
Meade. Who else? Shay Donovan was with us, who's from Colorado, and he was just blown away.
Yeah.
So
I saw Wooly.
Yeah, it's
CEO Volcom.
The people that know, it is the who's who of action sports up there in line.
Yeah.
So we had a great day.
And
some people had a better day than other people.
You know what? I've been thinking a lot about this. So obviously I'm a huge fan of K2. They sponsor the show. I love the boards. I tried the new click-in binding system, and let me just say, you shouldn't be trying out new
You're so
technology.
Tiptoeing around this.
No, I take a lot of responsibility. I didn't have the greatest day because
Just be honest. What happened? How many runs did you take?
I had 1.5 good runs. I had some equipment issues, but in looking back, you really shouldn't be trying out something brand new you've never ridden before on like a gnarly powder day.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this: the click-in binding system. If I was just at a normal resort, roomed runs,
sure,
it probably would have been amazing.
And then also you have to factor in the powder panic, and everyone is just like strap in and go.
Yeah.
Because everyone's been so starved.
Well, and again, my first run in a year and a half was down like chest deep powder, tree wells everywhere, perfect. But didn't get a chance to warm up, didn't get a chance to test my shit, so I could have had a better day, but I still had an amazing time.
You left your helmet there.
I left my helmet there. I want to thank Lucas Gallagher from Hansen Surfboards, who literally helped me down the mountain. He was like my own personal Saint Bernard with the.
Oh yeah.
What are those? Do they have like the whiskey around their neck?
Yeah, the old.
In the cask.
The old Bernese Mountain. Yeah.
Still had an awesome time.
Saint Bernard's.
Still had an awesome time in the snow, and I will try the click-in system again, like at a standard resort.
You will go
because
again?
I think if it was groomed and it was just a normal mellow day, but I think it like gnarly powder, like again.
You can say I think I'm just gonna ride regular bindings.
I will try them again, but I am gonna go back to my K2 bindings Vans boots for the next couple sessions. The board I rode was amazing. That was the board that was on the wall back here.
Yeah.
So I'm still hyped on it, and I still had a great day. And I gotta say, you guys were ripping, and I'm glad I didn't hinder your day, because that's really like if I have a weird day in the snow, that's me. But I don't want to like affect anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So for all of you out there, if you're having a shocker on the mountain and you have a crew, the best thing you can do is, of course, you got to ride with a buddy and all that, if it's like powder and all that, but the best thing you can do as a friend in the snow, if you're having an off day, you need to tell your friends to go on without you. It's like wartime in the powder panic zone. Mm-hmm. Go on without you, have fun. I'm good. Like, I'm a grown up. And then you just.
But don't martyr out.
Don't martyr.
Yeah, don't martyr. Don't
be like, oh, God, I'm fine.
Do you have the cord keys?
I just, I want, you gotta.
We were sad that you weren't there.
Well, I did get that. The joy of it, really, the drive up, the anticipation,
the banter,
the snow, the banter. My first run was insane.
All right.
And so it was a great day.
So that's how we started off the weekend of Shred.
Yeah. And the craziest thing to me, though, sorry to interrupt, the overarching wildness of this, San Diego, California, we left sunny. It was pretty sunny that morning.
Nice.
And we drove an hour, 20 minutes.
Not that far.
And it was chest deep powder.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
it probably might not happen for another 2 years.
Yeah, when the elements come together.
Yeah.
So.
Are we going to be allowed back up?
What?
Since we said it?
over. Like that whole thing is over.
Yeah.
It's like, and I know that Baldy is such a small ski area. Like they rely, especially during COVID times, they're relying on human beings to pay money to go snowboard there.
True.
So if you want them to continue to be a resort that you can go to, tell your friends how freaking awesome it was, so that they can go. But you have to go online. You have to make reservations. So it's kind of a hassle. So
it really is. And I haven't been like all over snowboarding. You know, Colorado. I've been to Europe, but Baldy is something totally different. I mean, it feels like you're on a snowboarding trip. Like your catboard. You know, I don't know. It's like you hike. So you take the lift. You hike up another half hour to get in the zone, and all the elements coming together. It really gives you that feel of a snowboard trip.
It's a throwback to what snowboarding was in the early days.
Yeah.
And like not only like are you seeing old equipment there, but like the chairlifts are really slow, and like it's just you're kind of
fly off a cliff.
Yeah, you're kind of left to your own devices. But it was
I like that.
Great day, awesome, and like I said, it set the stage for what would be a fairly heavy shred weekend. And the elephant in the room was the X Games.
Oh yeah.
Went on this weekend, and we didn't really know how that was going to go. There was a lot of talk about how it was like a COVID safety event, and we had like the people saying that you weren't able to interact with anybody else. It was a very small field. They eliminated all the vroom vroom sports, like there was no snowmobile there or whatever.
No racing of any kind.
Racing around. It was basically just stripped down to ski slopestyle, ski pipe, ski big air, snowboard half pipe, snowboard big air, snowboard slopestyle.
Wendy's knuckle touch.
And Wendy's knuckle hutch.
Wendy's knuckles looking tight.
But hey, speaking of that, you remember when I put that stuff on my Instagram where I said Danny Davis was over here at the local Wendy's?
Yeah.
I just rolled onto those guys. Well,
it's all over.
Jesse Fritsch and their production company put together a pretty damn entertaining commercial.
Yeah, I like when I see Encinitas on national spots like that. Encinitas, Wendy's, I mean, it's kind of like secret spot. It's like the Mount Baldy of Wendy's is in Encinitas. So leading up,
okay.
I'm gonna set you up here.
All right, so
because I know you sat and watched each and every run of X Games Aspen 2021. Leading up to this, there's a lot of nerves. We actually got the chance to talk to Jamie Anderson, Taylor Gold, JJ Thomas on Do Tour Live, another show we host, and you could tell there was excitement, but there was also skepticism. We heard that if there was a certain amount of COVID positive tests, the whole thing would have been canceled. Mm-hmm. So luckily, I mean, we're all lucky that X Games even happened. Mm-hmm. So now let's talk about it happened, and there was a lot of head scratching online. There was a lot of questioning as to have we progressed too far beyond the realm of even understandable and or what looks good in snowboarding. This was X Games Spin Fest 2021.
Let's just start at the beginning, and this for me I think is the biggest standout to me, and this is just I'm not going to talk about the ski stuff because I have no base.
I know Enrique Arlo. I don't know him personally.
Okay, I just know who he is.
Yeah.
The women's side of things and the progression that's gone on in slopestyle and big air is phenomenal.
Yes.
I like watching that. I prefer to watch the women's events now because I feel like I'm seeing progression happen right before my eyes.
Right.
And I don't know what it is. It's more exciting. I think that maybe it's because I'm still dumbfounded by the leaps and bounds where women's snowboarding has gone in the past 4 years since the 2018 Olympics. Like it was, Anna Gasser came out and was like one of the first people to consistently put down doubles, and now we have people putting down like double 1260s and just things that I never thought we would see, and doing them stylish and doing them smooth. And it's just long story short, it's really, really fun for me to watch the women's events and watch that progression happen. So the queen of slopestyle, Jamie Anderson, double gold this weekend. She got gold in slope, gold in big air, and it was just like, it's gotta be kind of crazy to like roll up to an event and just pretty much know that you're gonna win.
Well, in our conversation with her too, she had been around, she was kind of in and out of traveling the world. There was a lot happening as she went into X Games, and she had that confidence. I feel like she kind of knew she was going to win slopestyle.
Well, but there's so many wild cards with there's a lot of really incredible Japanese women's riders right now. Never mind, your Anna Gassers and your Zoe Sadowski-Sanots, like the people that the new names within snowboarding. And so Jamie's a little bit older now. So in order for her to she's got to
fend off the rookies.
Fending off the rookies. But she's always been really smart, strategic snowboarder. Like she does exactly what she needs to do. She's a super, super smart competitor.
I love how her personality. She is ultimate free spirit.
Yeah.
But then in contest mode, it's just like the shark eyes go
She's
on.
like an ultimate frisbee.
Yeah. And maybe this was a mistake on the website or something, but did Jamie Anderson also get second place in the knuckle huck with the guys? It was on the results. It might be a typo.
Second place?
Well, I mean...
Really?
She was right there. She was in it.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So that's my take on... And then Chloe Kim...
The women won X Games is what you're saying.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think the women really were the ones that shine for me.
Yeah.
Like I said, Chloe Kim, another medal. Yeah. Another first place after she locks. So there's only been 2 events this year. She's won both.
As we kind of knew, right?
Yeah, it's like I see slopestyle as the place to, hey, what's up, Trent? I see slopestyle right now as the place that the most progression and the most excitement is, or in big air. Pipe is stagnant.
Yeah.
And it's just it's the opposite on the men's side of things. I think on the women's side of things, half pipe needs a kick in the ass.
Right.
But it'll happen.
Yeah.
Just like it happened in slopestyle and in bigger. So then switching over to the men's side of things.
So that's your women's final thought for women.
Freaking awesome.
Just ripping.
Congrats to Jamie Anderson.
Yes.
Men's side of things, Dusty Hendrickson.
Yes.
Hello.
Slopestyle winner.
Just shirt. What? Just short sleeve shirt. Doesn't care. It's 32 degrees out. He did that last year at the U.S. Open. Apparently that's his new gig.
I like it.
Like when he wants to win, he just shirt. Like jacket off, just short sleeve.
Just jacket right off.
But
jacket off at the top of the pipe.
Yep. And then you're good,
full
right? Really relaxed.
So slopestyle was Dusty Hendrickson getting the win, Mons Royland second, Rennie Renekongas third. I love that list because you've got these cool, creative individuals. Mons and Rennie, of course, love those dudes and how they ride. What I did see with slopestyle was the ability to visually mix things up a little bit.
Yeah, because the course was tight.
Yeah.
Like it seemed like, there's 3 rails features up top. You make one small mistake, your run's done. But I mean, that's just the way it is with the judges anyways. But as far as speed goes.
Yeah.
So it was like a 3-pack up top and then straight into these crazy jumps that were there was 2 shark fin features that apparently, 2 big jumps, 2 shark fins, and apparently the shark fins were really speed dependent. You had to land perfect. Yeah. Or else you need a bigger boat. So Dusty, awesome. Killed it. Also killed it in the knuckle huck. So Dusty came home with double gold.
Sorry, the Wendy's.
Oh, sorry, Wendy's knuckle huck. Frosted knuckle huck.
Wendy herself is a big fan of this show. I want to respect the sponsorship that she put into.
So then let's shift gears over to the men's half pipe.
Okay, I have some viewer comments about this, but you go first.
I also have. Here's my take.
Give us your professional take here.
This is my professional take and my personal take.
Your personal life.
So, the whole coming up to this weekend.
Yes.
And the pipe comp, there was all this hype about Sean competing. Sean White. He said he was going to be there and compete.
Oh yeah.
They were using it as a marketing pull.
Couple press releases,
couple pull-ins. I mean, he had my attention. Everyone wanted to see it. If you had asked, I knew he was going to fucking pull out. I fucking knew he was. Because the level is so high. Sean is an incredible rider. There is no debating that. He is the most winningest half-pipe human ever. But we are in a different place than we were in 2018. Yuto is a freaking force from beyond.
Yuto Tatsuka, the
Yuto
gold
Tatsuka,
medalist.
the gold medalist. He won last week. He won X Games.
How old is he?
I think he's 16.
Yeah.
Super young.
Say that again?
16.
16 years old.
Yeah. So
I think I got my first
and then,
singular cue.
And then, okay, so
16.
So never mind him. We have Ruka Hirano, who is Ayumu Hirano's little brother.
Oh, okay.
So this is a family affair, and Ayumu, notwithstanding, he's just been like skating because he wants to go for skating to the Olympics in 2021 or 20, whatever the hell the Olympics are supposed to happen. And then we have Scotty James. So the level is so gnarly now that I swear, dude, there's no way. Like I don't even understand. Like, what is the point? Like, why would you want to even like you could gracefully step off and say I freaking won everything. I put an exclamation point on my career, won 3 gold medals. Why would you want to go out and potentially get freaking...
You're talking about Shaun White.
Shaun White.
Okay.
Get potentially just decimated. Because if you watch that final between Yuto and Ruka and Scotty, it was like, dude, switch backside 12s, frontside 14s, landing 6 inches below the lip, like, and pumping with force out of them. It's like, you can't step. I'm sorry. Switch
So you're saying Shaun would have, in your estimation, Shaun would have been in the shuffle if
maybe
qualified.
fifth, even if no, everyone qualified because there was no
invite.
There was invite only.
Yeah.
But like to at the last minute freaking pull out and say my knee hurts, like it's just like look, someone else could have slid in there.
Yeah, I'm not. And
then we just see that we see you riding with the fucking Kardashians all weekend, like
Travis Scott.
Yeah, like come on, give me a fucking break, dude. Like just at least be honest about it. Like go to the X Games, support people, and give that spot to some young up and coming person who wants to taste what you've been fucking dining on for 15 years.
Yeah. And
I don't want to see him.
This is a pattern. I mean, this is like again.
In skate,
this
dude.
is a
Fucking
pattern.
doesn't skate.
Yeah.
Like just
it does get old. It's like, come on, dude, get in or out.
Yeah. It's like, look, you don't like. What do you have to prove? Like, are you that addicted to the media fucking hype about you that you have to like say that you're gonna be there and then it like siphons all of the media excitement away from the other competitors into your like? Come on.
Yeah.
You
And
see?
it truly comes from a fan perspective of like, I still want to see if Shaun can pull everybody off.
I wanted to see it, but it's also like, when you don't follow through.
Yeah.
It just makes.
Well, it's the boy who cried wolf, right?
I guess.
If he says I'm gonna be at tour or whatever, I'll be like, I don't believe you.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna cheer for you.
Right. It just smells. It stinks.
If you I understand being injured and stuff, not being able to compete at your top level, but maybe say that like a week before X Games.
Just
not the morning of.
I don't know.
Okay, so that notwithstanding.
Yeah. Okay, now let's talk Big X.
So wait, hold on.
Okay.
I want to talk about Superpipe for a little bit because I'm a fan, but
are you guys? Is anyone watching this on live? I mean, I just.
He just went off.
I just fucking.
He went off.
I think I said what a lot of people have been thinking.
Okay, so here's what I saw as I watched a lot of these events, Superpipe especially. I just saw spins. I know how different. This is impossible tricks. These are impossible tricks to do. I don't. You could honestly show probably 90% of the viewing audience, myself included, back-to-back runs of each rider in the top 3, and if you had the volume turned down, you would not know the difference between any of the tricks. I would not be able to tell you what Scotty James's style looks like, what Yuto's style is like. I would not be able to tell you their stance. I would not be able to tell anything about this person by the spins that they're flipping.
I think
this
comes into play more with slopestyle and bigger. Like for pipe, maybe it's just the way my eyes are trained to like look at this stuff.
Well, you're counting the spins, and you would probably be watching it like you're calling the event.
It's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah.
Like it was like practice because I haven't done any events and I got to keep the tools sharp.
Like I didn't get like any of those beautiful like Ben Ferguson, just normal stock standard, not stock standard because they're amazing, but like Danny Day, I want to see
I know what you're talking about.
Style, and I think that was a big criticism that people. I know Salema was on.
Yeah, let's
live
talk about that because that's it was a really good point.
Should I pull up his speech?
No, well, it's just because this has already become like
it's a thing. We don't want to spend an hour on this game. So basically, Sal was saying the same thing. Too many spins.
Yeah, Salema said the same thing, just about like what is this, and then he kind of brought on Travis Rice and Eddie Wall, and they had a a conversation that I thought was really important. I'll say this: it's like you can't stop progression, but
can you please someone?
But hear me out. Progression for the sake of progression is not good. And there was Salema, excuse me. There was someone in his feed last night who said that progression and style need to complement each other. They cannot be enemies of one another.
I like that.
And I think that's very true. Progression for the sake of progression is kind of like, it's just one more. It's like one more shoulder dip, one more rotation. You land it, and it's like it just all looks the same. And honestly, like, it's hard for me to relate because I'd never even been to that point where like the double corks and like all of a sudden you see not only are they getting like the grab, but that other arm is up behind the butt, which kind of means like you are the flying meatball, and it's kind of gymnastics.
It just doesn't look good.
But the thing is, you can't stop progression, and ultimately it's the fault of the judging criteria that creates this one more trend.
Yeah.
Because the judges continue to reward for it, so riders think that they need to do it. And I've had conversations with people online before where it's like, you try making a name for yourself right now without a triple cork. We go out there, we have to do this. And it sucks that people do.
It's true though, right?
It is very, very true. And it sucks because snowboarding has become this thing where when I came up, it was as much about your personality on and off the hill and your personal style and your interpretation of the tricks. Now it's just about, do you have the triple? Do you have the quad? But you can't stop progression. Like Chris Gunnarsson, Gunny, our good friend. We were texting this morning because Gunny and I talk all the time, and he was saying like, look, you can't, if you were to take Jamie Anderson's run from Sunday, or Saturday, whenever her slopestyle was, and put that up against the 2004 X Games winner, Jamie would win. She would win. And that's progression. That's like, are you stunting progression? No, because that is just, it's like if Serena Williams would freaking kick John McEnroe's ass on the court. And it has everything to do with just like the progression of athletic ability, the equipment, the jumps, the courses.
Right.
You can't stop that. But I do think that at some point, and I think the shift is happening, because a lot of these riders are like not even paying attention to that. And there's a lot of different paths that are being made. People are really starting to focus on like, what is a good tweak? Where can I do a 720?
How long do I hold my method?
Right.
So and that's what makes snowboarding beautiful to me. And I think that's why events like modified super pipe. Some of the things we've seen at Dew Tour, and again, I'm not taking anything away from X Games because I love that they're doing things like the knuckle hug to switch it up a little bit.
The bare minimum.
But like Holy Bowly, these
Holy Bowly,
these things to me, like, those are, not only do you have wild tricks being done, but it looks fun.
But I'll tell you,
nothing looks fun about a switch 1440 to me.
Well, unless you're the dude that's doing it and that can do switch backside 1440s in their sleep. I mean, it's just one of those things. I'm sure that trick feels freaking amazing when Red Gerard dips his shoulder twice and does a switch backside 1440. I'm sure it feels freaking rad when you stomp that out. But these are weekend tricks.
Do I need to see 12 of them in a row?
These are weekend tricks. None of these dudes are doing these tricks on the weekdays.
Well, everybody's working for the weekend.
Exactly.
Literally.
So you show up at a contest on a Friday, you don't do that trick Monday through Thursday. You're out with your bros doing freaking methods and 540s and keeping it, fun and stylish. And then Friday comes,
sledding,
and you're sledding down the hill because your binders don't work. And then on Friday, all of a sudden, you have to like go back into the weekend bag of tricks.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know. Snowboarding's in a weird place, and sometimes I feel like the backbone's still there, and sometimes I feel like it's this wild thing that's just like half gymnastics, and I can't even relate anymore.
Yeah. I had a short attention span when I started seeing that kind of trend of just spin to win.
Yeah.
And again, that brings us to. So we've talked. That
was a lot.
Super. Yeah, sorry. We'll get.
Oh
through
yeah,
X Games.
whatever.
The real cost, Big Air, Marcus Cleveland, Sven Thorgan, and Mons Roysland again. What did you take from that? Same thing. Dip the head, dip the shoulder, and see what happens next.
I mean, we saw quads go down.
Right.
You know, there was a.
That's 4 flips, 4 spins.
An 4 dips of the shoulder, and 1800.
Excuse me.
An 1800.
No, I'm not good at math. Explain an 1800 to a grandma sitting next to you on an airplane. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Well, these riders, you see, they're gonna leave the lip.
What's a lip?
What's a rider?
Let's assume I know.
Anyways, it's 4 dips of the front shoulder, and it adds up to 1800 degrees.
Okay.
Of rotation.
And flips.
There's
dips and
four.
flips.
The dip of the. Stop.
Well, exactly. It's
right?
confusing.
Stop.
What is the real cost? Is that the new anti-smoking?
I don't know. Is that what it is? That was the name
The
of it?
real cost, Big Air.
Huh.
Wendy's. Love the Frosties. Some of the best fries in the fast food game.
Do you eat fries? Do you put fries in your Frosty?
Sometimes.
See, how many people that did that? It's freaking gross.
I mean, you gotta try it.
There's no one that wants, like, if you, like, potatoes and ice cream, they do not go together.
Potatoes and ice cream.
That's what that's been your French fries and your Frosty is.
Okay, that might be true. What about gnocchi and ice cream?
Gnocchi?
Gnocchi.
Ew.
That's potato. Yeah, they were flipping and they were spinning.
Hey, but you know what? The best part about this is we just got through X Games, and now moving into this week is natural selection in Jackson Hole with Travis Rice.
Everybody's talking about
the event is about to kick off. We've gone completely the other side, and Travis on this conversation with Salema last night said this is going to complement this. This is the dessert to the main.
I like that attitude.
Yeah. So apparently I've heard that the natural selection is actually whether or not you will get COVID while you're in Jackson. I heard COVID's running rampant there right now.
Well, let's look at the positives.
Maybe naturally selected by the virus.
By God.
It wouldn't be the first time, because the last time we had natural selection there, everyone had gotten norovirus.
Oh, well.
Not Nora Vasconcelos, but like the actual cruise ship
Oh.
virus.
Huh.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
it should be a great time. I can't wait to watch that. That's going to be, we can watch that. We can talk about that next week, and I guarantee I won't have as many complaints.
You are passionate. Let me talk about.
Sean White was not invited to that, so there's no.
I was not either.
There's no danger of him pulling out.
Are you going?
No.
So you weren't invited either.
I was invited. I thought I was invited, but apparently they're using the Red Bull production program. They're trying to save money, dude. I'm expensive. When it comes to professional announcing, my price tag is high.
I've heard
It's
upwards
getting
of $3 to $4
It's
per
getting
hour.
lower. It's getting a lot lower. The less
You don't charge per word, right?
Oh, should I?
No.
Is that how they do it in the magazines?
That's not.
Okay.
I got some viewer comments. I just picked some random
All right,
comments. This is putting
let's lightning
the nail
round
in
through
the X Games.
Okay.
Again, super hyped that X Games happened. It was awesome all around. I thought there was too many spins, but whatever. It was very entertaining. It was cool to watch.
Your opinion.
Progression is awesome. Nick, so these are random comments I selected off the X Games Instagram.
Oh, these are not even from our.
We don't even know these people.
Oh, cool.
Nick Rogers 96 says Winter X Games summed up. Spins, just a bunch of spins. Bring back snowcross and sled up MX with a better course.
I think my thoughts of the future of X Games, granted it was, the year of freaking diseased events, but, I honestly think there was a place within the X Games for those spectacle events, whether it be snowcross is an incredible spectacle event.
Fun to watch.
Snowmobile cross, incredible spectacle. Bring rallycross into it. Even like just some of these crazy like speed ice climbing. Yeah, it may sound wacky, but like these are like
we haven't done just snowboarding.
Yeah, it's like I want to see some of the crazy spectacle brought back to X Games a little bit.
I like seeing
ski and snowboard cross is freaking amazing to watch.
Well, what about, to me, what would be awesome is you have like a volunteer ski and snowboard cross where
just you pull them out of the crowd.
Just run what you brung.
Whoa,
that's what I'm saying.
All right.
Okay, Ayu Suchiya says, so basically nothing has changed since the Olympic event that they're doing 1440s in one run. Why not 16s? Half pipe is lame now.
Well, I mean, I there's different ways to look at it. But
and if you don't like, if their comment is just,
there's a lot of 14s. I think that we are on the for half pipe in general. I think Ayumu and his brother and Yuto. Like Yuto has a triple. He didn't have to do it, but he's sitting on one. So once it kind of goes to that level, like it's, I don't know, like why?
I'm over it. Mog418 says, that feeling when you'd rather watch reruns of Chloe Kim's stylish runs over this no style spin to win crap. Uninspiring and boring. It's the only way to describe it.
I'm seeing a pattern here, but I'll say this. Chloe Kim's her final run, not the one that she won with, but her final run, the first 2 hits, my favorite during the entire pipe competition. Backside 360 into like a 10-foot high switch.
Beautiful. It was almost like slow motion.
It was so sick, and it was so nice to see that after you're just like watching like just the crazy like cranked spins where they turn into a ball and suddenly spin faster in the air.
Yeah,
it's incredible, but whatever.
I'm with you. Yeah, and the rest of them are all kind of the
spin
same.
Spin to win, blah 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 blah.
I get it. We want to say thank you, X Games. Thank you to the staff, production crew.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely. We know from experience it is not easy to do any kind of event, let alone an event of that magnitude. Global news, awesome. People are hyped on snowboarding right now. There's snow everywhere. Get a K2 snowboard, go out there and shred, and tell us about it.
Okay.
Or any kind of snowboard, but K2 has been a supporter of the show for a long time.
Right. What are we gonna go to next?
We're gonna go back. We're back.
All right.
Hi, we're back.
All right. I still can't see anybody's questions.
Yeah, there's questions on the side.
All right.
I can actually open on my phone too.
No, I want
Surf
the
news
views.
Brought to you by Hansen Surfboards. You can use the code Monday to get discount online, which you can do. More contest news in surfing gone digital. All right, everything got postponed, canceled. No surf events for a long time, but the Vans Triple Crown of Surfing happened. This would be the 2020 Vans Triple Crown of Surfing. We've got 2 champions. So long story short,
we've been talking about this.
Here, so basically, you had to get 2 waves at Pipeline, 2 waves at Sunset, 2 waves at Haleiwa. You send those in. They're judged. We've got winners. We've got Carissa Moore, who won the women's Vans Triple Crown of Surfing digital, and John Florence, who won the men's Triple Crown of Surfing digital. And their names, there will be no asterisks, there will be no caveat. Their names right there on the trophy, along with.
Oh no way! So
Slater,
for next for
Garcia,
2022 or whenever
these results stand.
Wow.
Unimpeded by a digital wall. It's a physical Triple Crown champ. I'm fine with it. It's 2021. It's like the future. Carissa Moore won Haleiwa. John won Haleiwa. Bronte McCauley won Sunset. John won Sunset. Moana Jones Wong won Pipeline. John won Pipeline for the clean sweep.
Why he won all?
Untouchable. Will be world champion 2021. The fan voting, Tatiana Weston Webb got the VTS fan vote. Jack Robinson got the men's fan vote. So that's your Triple Crown news. I got a special guest for you.
Okay.
This is going to be cool.
So last week, or 2 weeks ago now, was the incredible swell.
The M.A.S.S Super
hit
Swell.
us here on the West Coast, hit Hawaii, hit Mavericks. We had Pete Mel on the show a couple weeks ago, but
and Dave Wassel told us this actual story.
Okay, so yeah, so you want to call him?
Yes.
So who are we calling?
So we're gonna call a photographer. His name is Ryan M.A.S.S. He had the unfortunate distinction of
he was
flying 100 feet off.
He was this guy.
Back.
He was that guy.
He went General Lee.
Yeah.
Very great.
And there he is, Ryan M.A.S.S. You are on the world's greatest action sports podcast with Chris Coté and Todd Richards.
How's your back?
Oh yeah.
Hey guys, how's it going?
First question. How's your back?
My back, it's getting better. I go in today to get my staples removed, and they take an X-ray to see how it's progressing.
Right.
So,
So for those of you listening right now, you've seen images, you've heard stories of a closeout set that nearly took out the entire north shore of Oahu. Ryan M.A.S.S. was a photographer in the water during the Super Swell, during the Super Session, Ryan, you tell us.
Yeah.
You're sitting on the ski in what we thought was a channel. You're looking at 50-foot waves coming at you. Then all of a sudden, the sky goes black. Closeout set is coming. What happens next?
So yeah, we were kind of just caught off guard. We were on Mark Healey's ski. I've kind of read some of the write-ups, and I did a couple interviews before, but yeah, we ended up being on Mark's ski because his sled broke, and Mikey Bruno was running rescue for Twig, who came out with Cam, and Healey, who I came out with. So I was out with Healey and Mikey, and then Cam just, didn't really feel comfortable running water safety, and it just made more sense for me to jump on his ski. In the whole entire process, Mikey brought Ballroom and another North Shore lifeguard to get back to work to the beach, and so in that process, he broke the sled on Mark's ski, which he was using originally, and Cam and I had a different ski, and so we ended up switching. And we were just unfortunately caught too far inside. We couldn't reverse and couldn't really go neutral, so we had to do these long loops. And I just remember telling Cam, after we got over the smaller wave, we could see that wave feathering on the horizon. I put my camera away and I'm like, go. And I didn't really have context in my head of what go meant. Hindsight, obviously, we should have just jetted into the beach. But yeah, so pure last minute, second decision. Cam guns it for, make it over that wave. And looking at the replay, maybe he hit the throttle as we were going up the lip a little bit too much. But yeah, we basically took off on that first wave on the biggest mega ramp I think we've ever hit, or I've ever hit on anything. And I just remember feeling super waveless and going in my head, did we already make it over the wave? What's going on? Normally you just kind of plop over the wave. And my ski didn't have the extra handle you normally have for the person in the back, so I couldn't really stand up. I was just holding onto a broken leather foam seat cushion and just straddling for dear life. And I just remember going 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. What the hell is going on? 4 1,000, and then after about the 4 1,000 mark, we finally landed, and that's when I felt a shooting pain in my back and started to have tingling in my legs. And I knew at that point it wasn't good. I was just in excruciating pain. I couldn't move my legs. And it wasn't over yet. We still had one more wave behind that one.
Oh my God.
I don't know why or where I came up with this in my head, but I think just survival instincts kicked in at that point, and I forced myself to roll off the jet ski. I said, Cam, I can't feel my legs. I'm fucked. And the ski wasn't starting. There wasn't much to do. I had tingling in my thighs and my quads, and I just did what I've been doing in the water for years, and that's just swim out. My whole entire focus turned to swimming out past this wave and do not let this wave catch me, because we could be having a different conversation right now. There could be different headlines. There could have been a lot of different scenarios that played out in my head, just looking back at that situation. But I had my dry bag in one hand, and I just basically took my right arm and just started scooping as hard as I could to make it over. And I was fortunate enough to just punch through the lip,
Jeez.
barely. I thought at one point I might get sucked over, and that's when I let go of my dry bag, which had all my camera gear and whatnot in it. I don't even care about that right now. I just want to make sure I don't let this wave suck me back over, drown, whatever. Because at that point I still thought I was paralyzed. I'm I have no use to my legs. What am I going to do? Even with this, flotation vest on, it's not going to do much, and I'm out of breath. I'm obviously panicked. So when I got out the back of that one and I didn't see another one, I barely punched through, and I remember feeling I got pulled back a little bit, but I just kept swimming as hard as I could. And then after that, I'm help, just screaming at the top of my lungs, help. And luckily Russo was right there and threw me on the back of his sled, and I was kind of just laying down, and they got me over to Brian Phillips, and they kind of asked me hey, what's going on?
God.
Jeez.
We're like sweating in here.
Yeah, this is
We're
like,
sweating here listening to the story.
This is so heavy.
I mean, one of the ultimate near-death experiences. Every surfer, every boater, anybody who's ever been in the ocean, this is like worst nightmare stuff. And when the reports did, like it happened, and I feel like the reaction was almost like, wow, crazy stunt, but then when you started to actually hear about yourself and about just like how dangerous it was, obviously we're so thankful, so lucky that you're, up and walking and already, from what I've seen on your Instagram, well on your way to recovery.
Yeah.
But man, this was one of the most sensational moments that happened during a swell event that was basically the whole world watched. The whole world was watching that session. So, what next? You've survived one of the scariest, heaviest moments in surfing history, I would say. I mean, I don't know if that's too much, but from our perspective, one of the gnarliest wipeouts that has ever happened. So where do you go from there?
I think it's just, and I mean, I wouldn't go gnarliest. I was there when Greg Long had his incident at Cortez Bank, and I definitely put that at the top of worst wipeout scenarios I've ever been a part of, even though it wasn't directly me. And earlier that same year, Macaulay Jones almost drowned at the right over in Indo. I was there on a trip. And I just remember that year, like that, after Greg had his incident and everything kind of decompressed, it just took a heavy toll on me. And like, I think that's around the time I was ready to, step away from the surf industry for a bit, which I did. I just couldn't deal with it. It's not something you want to see. It's not something you ever want to be a part of. So I don't know, right now, like, I had a bunch of climbing goals on my bucket list that I have to just, kind of rework my strength and, focus back into. I have PT that I'm looking forward to. Just really reconnecting with some friends that I lost touch with over the years that reached out during this incident.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. That's a good upside of it. Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, hey, the bottom line here is you survived. You have an incredible story.
I mean, this is going to be like, as far as like spectacles, it'll be up there with like the Reef Raymana jet ski. Like this, it'll be one of those things that's like remembered in surf history.
It's weird that a near-death experience is now like a meme.
A meme, yeah.
But the good news is we're talking to you, Ryan, and obviously I've been a fan of your work for many, many years, going way back. So I can't wait to see what you do next, and we're stoked that you're alive and well and on the rebound. Any you want to see Ryan in action? Ryan, where can we see your photos? Where can we get kind of an update as to the recovery process and what happens next?
Yeah, I've just been kind of keeping people updated on my Instagram. My handle's Ryan.M.A.S.S. Pretty simple. But I've just been kind of keeping that as like a little blog tracking my recovery process, which has been fun and giving me something motivated to do every day. Originally get out of bed and hobble upstairs and, hobble around the neighborhood. And that's pretty much it.
Hell yeah. Well, thanks so much for coming on, man. We're cheering for you.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, Todd. I appreciate it, Chris. And, thank you for everything you've done for me and so many photographers and filmmakers over the years. And guys, can't wait to, keep listening to your podcast and keep up the good stuff.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Ryan Moss right there.
See you, Ryan.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one.
That was rad. I'm also like that. It's like
I got chills right now,
dude. Like
wow.
Chicken skin. That's crazy. Like, cause you don't. I mean, when we saw that, it was like people are doing funny shit. Like I put like the Dukes of Hazzard song next to it, but you don't realize the personal, like
torment. Yeah.
Can you imagine like 1/1000, 2/1000?
I would say
3/1000.
If you, and I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to everybody in Cyberland. If you posted a photo of a jet ski launching, give Ryan Moss $5 on his GoFundMe, right?
There you go.
It's only fair.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it.
Freaking rad. Thanks for
amazing.
that was awesome. So stoked you called in.
That was cool.
I wonder how the bathroom's coming along.
It's coming along great.
It sounds like there's a lot of.
It gives us some like edge.
A lot of heavy construction
like,
going
it's
on.
Ambience. The Stab Awards are done, and we've got some winners.
How's that? That's like white noise in the background.
Yeah, I don't think you can hear it.
What is doing over
It's
there?
fine. Don't worry.
Alright.
John won, of course. Stephanie Gilmore won, of course. The actual like peer voted awards. Bunch of people voted. Sorry you didn't get a vote, Todd.
I didn't.
I kind of took your thoughts into my hands as well. I voted for both of us. If that's
Oh, thanks.
okay.
I did see that. There was a lot of people talking about different things
Yes.
on there. And
Jai Glinderman was the junior or rookie or whatever they were calling it,
Yeah.
teenager of the year.
Okay.
And this is pretty interesting when I was looking at all the results and stuff this morning. You have to be a Stab Premium member to get on the message boards and see what people are saying.
Message boards.
Yeah.
We have those again.
Yeah. Well, of course.
Are they as bad as slap message boards?
Yeah.
I feel like Stab would purposefully recreate the slap message boards just to cause chaos.
I mean, I can't. There's not much difference. I guess now the Stab message board, since you do have to be a premium member, I think you're gonna get more quality.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Not like Beach Grit where, I mean, anything goes. The Wild West. But here are some more awards. Six best surf licks of 2020.
Okay.
I don't know why number 6 is on there because that's
Number 6. Well, we'll talk about number 6 in a minute
yeah.
because
Okay, so 5 best surf licks of 2020. Undone, Laura Enever's film by Steve Wall. Soft Serve, Cale Walsh and Wade Carroll. That was incredible.
Very cool.
By Default, Jacob Wilcox by Isaac Jones. Spirit, Jay Davies by Tom Jennings. Pentecostal, Wade Goodall, Shane Fletcher. The 5 best films of the year, all done by Australians, featuring Australian surfers.
Okay, can we
Hello,
talk?
Brazil, USA. You making any movies lately? What's up? Cloud Chase. Oh, Cloud Chase was number 5.
Can we talk about Free Scrubber now?
Free Scrubber.
Dude.
Tom Curran.
This Tom Curran is so bizarre. I love it.
He's a local weirdo, huh?
Out to lunch. It's amazing.
I remember I interviewed Tom Curran for Transworld in like early 2000s, and I was probably more excited about this interview than I've been excited for any interview in the world.
Like nervous, excited?
Nervous, just stoked. I'm going to interview Tom Curran,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I met him at the Santa Barbara skate park. I'm like, where do you want to meet? He goes, oh, like Santa Barbara skate park. He showed up, and he had like his roller skates, skateboards, and I did an hour-and-a-half interview. Half of the interview, time-wise, was him pausing to answer the question. And I remember when we used to record the interviews and you transcribe them on the computer.
Right.
I'd be like, so, frontside snap, or whatever the question was.
Yeah.
And it'd be literally a minute
Before
of silence. You'd hear this. It was so wild. And but that was when I was asking him about surfing. But I remember asking him whenever later about music.
Yeah.
And it was like he couldn't get him to stop talking.
Right.
He is such an
He's a
enigma
savant.
and just rad.
I think
weird.
it has that thing where like you are, there's a like when you're a savant like that, there's a form of like what's it called when you're
Brilliance.
yeah, but like almost the same as like
Into the mic.
sorry what like when Clay what does Clay Marzo have? He has
Asperger's.
like a form of Asperger's where like you're so hyper intelligent and you're on a different plane of existence than a normal human being. Because you watch this. I highly recommend if you're a fan of Tom Curran or just fan of like stylish surfing in general. Watch this. I think it was filmed at Barra pretty much in Salina Cruz.
With no one around.
Yeah.
And the best part about it was the waist high days.
Yes. Oh my God. It's just like it's Tom Curran at his pinnacle of like he's still got it. You wouldn't know that he is in his mid 50s compared to like a young, ripper because he's just ripping. Like his turns are all done perfectly. His body positioning is amazing. The way that he reads the waves, these little barrels that he gets, it's like it's like the most approachable, enjoyable surf film I've seen in a while.
He's riding strange boards. He's riding a skim board. But then there's Joe Turpella's cameo.
Yeah.
And basically, I think I gotta say, Vaughn Blakey
Yeah.
This movie, our friend Von Blakey.
He did the whole thing for that. Like,
Yeah.
That's right.
And there's a part where, and this is a testament to the just beauty, the aura that is Tom Curran. He's standing up on a wave, doing nothing for 45 seconds with Joe Turpel commentating over it.
That is doing nothing.
It is the best part.
It's pretty good.
Literally standing straight, doing nothing. Joe Turpel's commentary with the wave, the whole vibe of it is so good.
So amazing.
So congrats to all of you involved.
All right, so then moving on from Tom Curran, let's compare and contrast that to the new Mason Ho edit, where basically it's another
banger
of Mason.
Another banger
from Mason surfing
in Sheldon.
In Sheldon, Paisan surfing the worst freaking wave, best wave.
It's basically a wave that is barreling hard over dry reef. If you fall on the take, it looks like if you fell on the takeoff. Mason's cut up. I mean, it's just more.
Sheldon goes out with shoes on and then throws them to the shore.
Yeah, it's just more Mason Ho mastery.
Yeah.
And these edits they never get old. You can watch them 15 times. Yeah. And I got to vote in the stab thing, and I was so excited. At the time, I was talking about Creed's edit because I love it. There was 2 of them made. And I think the reason why the Mason body of work, I didn't even mention because I almost thought it was a given. He drops these clips every 2 weeks, and each one is a hammer.
I'll tell you what, my favorite part of that video, like the wave surfing notwithstanding, is Mason talking about his ding repair at the end of the video. There's like 3 minutes of him like just looking at this board, being like, "Oh, it's a ding right here. No more ding, dingy dong dong ding ding." Like just being Mason, and you kind of get like the curtain pulled back on Mason's inner monologue.
Well,
and it's amazing.
Rory Pringle, who shoots and edits. I love what he does because he just lets it roll.
Yeah.
You know, it's raw. The music is always good. It's always like some fun cosmic rock. So if you haven't seen it, turn this off. Turn this shit off and go watch that.
Freaking awesome.
Much better than this. So let's talk about 2 wipeouts.
Okay.
One of them, Russell Bierke, basically slammed on a right that was should not maybe have been surfed, but it's Russell Bierke, so anything surfable. The photo of Russell's arm, he slammed on the reef or something. He came up, pulled his wetsuit off. Basically a size of an apple, but it's just a blood explosion out of his arm.
Like missing piece of his arm?
Gaping hole.
Oh, gaping.
In the limb's brachial artery. The arm's flexor muscles exposed.
Ew.
He's already on the mend. Thankfully. They thought he could possibly lose his arm. It's that gnarly.
Jesus.
He's already on the mend. Thank God. Russell Bierke, we need him. He is the Terminator.
Okay.
Mark Healey. You sent a clip of Mark Healey to me, and I was relaxing, enjoying some Sunday TV, and then I watched this clip, and I had nightmares after what happened.
Healey is the gnarliest of the gnarly.
He's right up there.
And, I mean, when you are a big wave surfer or you're an aspiring big wave surfer and you see the best in the business who basically like half of his Instagram is him breathing.
Yeah.
Like him.
It's either him breathing or him wiping.
Right, or him like petting a 20-foot great white. And Healey just gets throttled.
Yeah. High level throttling. But the coolest part about it is it's almost like you're swimming with it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I love some of these like GoPro angles that you see. Highlight's had a couple.
Yeah, the one in Alvarez.
This latest one from Mark Healey, following Healey Water Drops.
Yep.
Or is it still that?
I think it is.
Yeah. Mark Healey on Instagram. Check it out. In other surfing news, there's
this one's
boat.
cool.
It's called the Gigawave.
Gigawave.
For a reason. This boat will get you into and out of a lot of trouble, Tom.
You didn't.
I don't think that was the best place to use my new catchphrase.
That was not a good place for the catchphrase.
This high-powered, all-electric watercraft is promising to create the biggest, tallest, and best curling wave for the ultimate thrill.
How much do you want to bet that Kelly somehow has something to do with that?
I don't know.
I freaking guarantee you that
No.
Kelly's in there somewhere.
Matthew Blue
It doesn't matter.
is the brainchild.
Kelly's in there.
Gigawave.
I freaking guarantee you. Mark my words from this podcast.
Continuous.
Kelly will have there's some weird Kelly shit in there.
I don't know why they. This has nothing to do with Kelly Slater in this sentence because they said head-high barrel that will match the size and feel of Maui's finest rollers.
Maybe they're from Maui.
To me, that a PR company came in and they said, we know surf lingo.
Right. Maui's.
Everyone's talking about Maui's finest rollers.
Isn't that Albie and Matt?
Albie and Matt must have given him that quote because that's what they call Maui waves.
Themselves.
The finest rollers.
No, that's what they refer to their gang.
I watched and it's all electric, so there's no
Electric boat.
fumes
Wow.
coming at you. Zero emissions. We got a bank of
When's that
lithium
coming out?
batteries.
What do you think a boat like that costs?
Well, I explain as
Oh, I
did explain.
I was busy talking about Kelly Slater.
$800,000.
$800
Or
grand.
$300,000. What's a fair price for you? What can
I
I do
don't
for you?
know.
How
I
can
don't know
I
how
get
much
you
a boat
in this
costs.
boat today? I want to get you in this boat today. What can I do for you price wise?
I've heard that the best 2 days of boat ownership is the day you buy it and the day you sell it.
$300,000, Todd. The Gigawave. Let's go.
Gigawave.
All electric.
Gig-
Plug it into your house by your dock.
Do you yeah, right? But what do you
You
have?
gotta bring me though.
What do you tow it with?
Stuff on a
Do you have the Cybertruck?
car. You have to have a Cybertruck.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I think.
well, it's the
Yeah.
Gigawave.
All right, Gigawave.
But Gigawave people
It's Gigawave.
won't ride that shit. They'll do the podcast from the deck of the boat when Todd's going left doing backside floaters.
Giga.
We've been waiting for this for a long time. I think it's a couple iterations have happened, but I just watched over the weekend a game of surf, SURF, at Waco. So basically, horse, skate,
Yeah.
one guy does a trick,
Yeah.
the other person does a trick, guy, girl, whatever, whoever's playing. This happened at Waco. It was Kevin Schultz versus Evan Geisman. Pretty cool. They were matching grab for grab, spins.
Who won?
Spoiler alert, Kevin Schultz won.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not a shocker.
But I'd like to see more games of surf in surfing.
Okay.
That was surf news.
All right.
Thanks Ryan Moss for coming on
Yeah,
and
that was
telling us
great.
that was probably one of the gnarliest stories we've ever had on this show.
Yeah. Thanks.
Wow.
Be on the mend.
Skate News is brought to you by Adventure.io. Live the adventure. For real though. It's time. The light is on at the end of the tunnel. It's getting brighter. It's time to book your adventure. Okay?
Because everyone's going to be booking. Like
I know.
when everything fixes itself, everyone's going to
yeah.
don't want to be the guy who's booking then.
Book now.
Yeah.
Cry lately.
Preemptively.
Book now, stoke late. Just
Yep.
book it now. 52 years old.
Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk went ahead and went to his ramp and just said, you know what, today, 52, seen some things. I've done it all, but I'm going to do it again. 720 at age 52. And this was covered by like Forbes,
Dude,
New York
and then
Times,
wasn't it like retweeted by like
Shakira probably,
no, like a major newscaster, like Walter Cronkite or something. Right?
Bob
Walter
Newhart,
Cronkite? Bob, I don't know, somebody.
Bob Barker.
But yes, no, he might be dead. Anyways,
It's everywhere.
It was everywhere.
Why is a 52-year-old doing a 720 such a big deal, Todd?
Well, it's crazy that we have someone that's 52 doing a 720.
Yeah.
But it's even crazier that mainstream America picks up on it and thinks it has importance enough to be culturally relevant.
Well, I feel like we're starting to see, and I don't know if this is probably an Olympic thing, but Forbes, New York Times.
Oh, like the push.
Yeah. Every major news outlet is doing at least one story a day on skating, snowboarding, or surfing.
Oh, they're interesting things.
They're really cool.
Yeah.
Somebody should start a podcast that talks about all three of them.
Right.
And that should be on television. Or maybe not.
This is good.
Werner Herzog.
Okay, remember this guy from The Mandalorian?
Oh, I was thinking the guy who made Bad Lieutenant.
Was he in Bad Lieutenant?
He made it.
Werner Herzog made Bad Lieutenant?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, who are you thinking of?
Werner Herzog was the guy that was in The Mandalorian, who's in the first or second episode talking about he gives the Mandalorian the job to go get the child.
But he's also a director.
Right.
And Jenkin
Yeah.
had him on.
Yeah.
Oh, he made Grizzly Man. He made that.
Okay.
And now he was talking about skateboarding. Ryan Sheckler is going to design.
Is that
woodwork.
it?
That's it.
That's it.
Go to Jacob and watch that story.
But I watched it.
It's niche.
It's just cool
Story,
because
right.
he's like,
It's art.
in the UK, has a huge presence. He's like legendary, and just the fact that he's talking, like his voice is so synonymous with.
So if you out there don't know who Werner Herzog is, you need to be like us. And
I believe it's Werner.
Be like us and just
Werner. Say it.
Whatever. What's happening in the UK right now is really interesting to me.
All right. Can we move on?
What's happening in the UK right now is kind of what's on my radar. But back to the USA. Ryan Sheckler is designing Woodward Skate Camp's 2021 skate program. Ryan has been camping at Woodward, the multiple locations, for 24 years. This dude knows about skate camping and skateboarding.
Okay.
I feel like Woodward's skate program is in good hands with Ryan Sheckler.
There we go.
And I want to go to Woodward.
We will.
Let's go.
I know some people.
Oh, this sucks.
What? Oh yeah, this is pretty.
Santa Cruz team rider, beautiful human being. Just Henry Gartland, who if you follow skateboarding, you know by now every person who ever met this dude. I never got to meet him, which is a bummer because in watching his videos and just seeing what he was like, he was a person that I wish I could have met. Sadly, so started coming out. I just started seeing a bunch of messages. Tell your friends you love them. Hold your friends. I'm going, oh God, it's happened again.
Yeah.
Died of suicide. Shocking, because a lot of people who were his best friends, they're like, I didn't know.
Yeah. Just pay attention.
But even if you're paying close attention, I mean, it's an epidemic.
Yeah.
It's horrible, and it's so sad.
I wonder how much just the way life is right now is played into. I don't want to get too deep on this.
No,
but
it definitely has. I think the bottom line is, we talk about this all the time, the simple rules of life. It's like, don't be a dick, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also, don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah.
And there's no blame in this. Like, everyone's a victim, whether it's the person that does it, the family. It's like, it's just horrifying and sad. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Offer help.
Right.
It
sucks.
Yeah, so that's just, another reminder. Keep your friends in your heart and mind all the time. Some good news to end skate news. Brighton Zoiner.
I haven't
dropped
heard that
a new video
name
part.
in a while.
Exactly, because you used to always watch her every weekend. Vans Park Series, Detour. She's just a contest killer.
What's going on with Brighton?
She just dropped a really cool edit.
She's only 16.
She's 16. Seems like she's been around forever.
Right.
She dropped a pretty banging edit. And in other edit news, we talked about a second last week, I think, but maybe it's happened between then and now. Nora Vasconcelos dropped a video part for OJ.
Yeah, it came out very good.
Good things happening in video part world. I mean, every day there's just... You watch the Quarter Snacks Top 10?
I didn't. I did.
It's the best.
I'll tell you this, that a Creature put out the Darren Navarrete.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have him on the show.
20 years of vertical vampirism. Vampirism. Anyway, I thought that was really cool.
He's a vampirette.
Very rad.
Very rad.
Anything else on skate news?
We've got some new skateboards coming to our feet.
Thanks, Dune, Chris Pastors, for hooking us up with some skateboards.
Can't wait, bro.
Yeah.
Nerd news brought to you by Pannikin Coffee and Tea.
Dude, Screech is dead.
I know.
I heard that right before I walked in here.
I wrote that down. 44 years old, my age.
I heard, okay, so I was having coffee a little while ago, and I read that it said he'd been fighting cancer for 3 weeks. And I was like, what?
What?
It said 3 weeks. And then I kind of I'm like, there's no way, that's a typo. But yeah, he found out he had cancer like 3 weeks ago, man.
Jeez.
But, I mean, I guess there's something to be said for going quickly.
Man.
I mean, Howard Stern, I mean, do you ever listen to Howard Stern?
Not enough.
Okay, so back in the day, he had Dustin Diamond.
Dustin
right?
Diamond, yeah.
He had an incredible interview on Howard Stern, and
salacious. Even.
The takeaway of the interview on Howard Stern was that Dustin Diamond has a giant dick.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So a lot of good memories for a lot of us. I would say between the age of not his penis, Todd. Come on. Not a handful of people have good memories of that. Talking about Saved by the Bell.
I think he was in a porn.
Self-made, yes. Remember that was when like Tommy Lee had a porn.
No, was it?
Porn.
No, I think he was like an actual actor.
Well, he started with a self-made. I don't.
But
I
then
don't follow
then he
porn.
came.
I mean, I don't follow a lot. Of
You
porn.
know a lot about this.
I don't. What is it? You're the one who brought up this dome. I was celebrating the men.
Okay.
So watch some episodes of Saved by the Bell. Get some happy thoughts back in you. I'm very excited about this. I know you are too, Todd. And I know that even the casual superhero movie fan will be. Thor, Love and Thunder, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt, bam! Star-Lord, Thor, in one movie. My favorite.
The most important thing, I think, is Taika Waititi doing the directing.
Did he do Ragnarok?
He did Ragnarok. He did What We Do in the Shadows. He was the frickin' IG-88 assassin droid in Mandalorian.
Ugh.
He's
Whoa! Don't even get me started.
He did Hunt for the Wilder People. You seen that?
Yep.
Yep. Incredible director, freaking awesome. It'll be as much of a comedy as it is a action adventure.
Thor has lost his weight. He's looking like a heavy metal rocker. T-shirt, leather vest, jeans. Star-Lord's music has rubbed off on him. They're going to be listening to yacht rock.
Really?
Going through space. It's
Dude,
going to be awesome.
That's cool. When is it supposed to come out? Probably not for a couple years.
2024. No,
Really?
I don't know.
Hey, listen. We're on the Marvel front here.
Okay.
So I was not in with this WandaVision.
Okay, WandaVision is a new Marvel-based show on Disney
show.
Plus.
Right. Okay. I dropped in this. I said I'm gonna commit because I'm
Dropping
I'm
in!
hearing good things.
Wanda!
Dude, it's so good.
It's good. So,
Episode 4.
that's what you were saying.
Makes sense of everything.
So you really do have to sit through
But
and
it's-
just focus through.
But once
three
you for me, it was like knowing that it begins to make sense at some point
is enough.
is enough to allow me to expand my horizons and watch it. But it's freaking good.
I'm going. I mean,
Dude, it's
I
freaking
always
good.
listen to your recommendations.
Okay, what else we got?
Well, did I? No,
What?
I was.
Help.
I was going to get another guest, but didn't pan out.
Who was it?
My friend Mike Dirnt. You might know him as the bass player of Green Day.
What?
27 years ago today.
We're gonna get Green Day people calling in here?
Yeah.
Do you kids even know who that is?
27 years ago today,
Right.
Dookie came out.
Okay.
This is the album that basically broke pop punk into the mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
5 hit singles. When I Come Around, Basket Case, Longview, etc.
That was a really good album.
Won a Grammy, has sold 12 million plus copies.
20 million plus.
I think 20 million plus. I love that album. I'm not a super pop punk fan, but I'm with Green Day all the way.
You got into a lot of trouble with Green Day back then.
I got branded by Billy Joe, Mike Dirnt.
Do you still have the
used
brand?
to feed me tequila. Not really. It's on the internet.
If
can YouTube
if
it.
you kids out there have never seen Riding in Vans with Boys, this is why Chris is such a god to a lot of people that work at Zoomies.
Got a lot of Hot Topic fans.
Right.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm not even joking. Like Chris is, you go to the Zoomies 100K a couple years ago before he was kicked out and
I was banned,
from ever going there again.
Yeah.
But he was just as popular, if not more popular, than the athletes that were there because of this movie.
Yeah.
Riding in Vans with Boys.
You're right.
Featuring Cut You Up
That's right.
and Micah Madsen.
Southwest Airlines has joined American, Delta, Alaska, and United by banning emotional support animals.
What?
Beginning March 1st, Southwest will only accept trained service dogs. Todd, your emotional support gerbil's going nowhere
Wow, Richard-
unless you hide it.
Richard Gere is bummed.
You
Well,
gotta
that
hide
was
it
a
well.
double. That was a double entendre, right? Richard Gere's bummed. Okay,
Got any other nerd news?
Imagine being Richard Gere, right? And like someone just starts this crazy rumor
Well, you know what? You know why gerbils can't drive?
because they can't get into gear.
Out of gear.
Oh, but just
Can get in.
Just imagine, you're just Richard Gere, just like living your life, living your best life. You're like, oh, Pretty Woman, what? I'm gonna be in that. And then 20 minutes later, some crazy rumor comes out that you are funneling gerbils into your butthole.
I think that's one of the best sexual urban legends there is.
But that's like a gnarly one. Like it's very specific too.
And why him?
I don't know.
He took somebody's girlfriend or something, and they said, "I'll get you, Richard Gere. I will get you." Next thing
And
you know,
here we are. It's just
still
like
talking about
just
it.
like Mikey and Pop Rocks. It's like
that gerbil story probably started the day or week that Dookie got released.
No, way before that.
Before?
Yeah.
27 years?
I think-
How long has this gerbil thing been going on?
Yeah, if you guys know,
You've got questions on there.
if you started the Richard Gere gerbil rumor, please come forward. We'd
totally
like
would. Totally would be a Monday M.A.S.S fan.
We would interview you. What? What do you what?
Well, I was gonna look on your Instagram live.
But we're live.
I know. I was
I
gonna
think we
see
can.
if I could get some. You got a lot of viewers and questions on
I'd
there.
have to scroll back though. Do we have to do questions?
We
this
don't
week?
have to do questions this week.
I feel like this was a social experiment. I feel like I ranted a whole bunch about X-Games. Maybe that'll be good. Maybe I can go back and see what people were actually saying in the comments while I was ranting, and then I will address those comments next week.
Sean White's in there. He's gonna fight you.
Fucking fight.
You know what?
White fight.
We didn't say anything that was unfair.
No.
You know what happens, right? Later on tonight, I eat a gummy and then I think about the whole
Dude,
podcast.
you can't.
I gotta stop doing that, right?
You can't have that.
Can't have a gummy.
No, you just
Can't think
you
about
I can't think about that. It's like it's just out there,
Everything's fine.
right?
I'm fine.
It just
That's
see,
it.
after you say it, it's gone. It's not like anyone can see it.
I'm thinking, yeah, you're right. Someday. Well, that's our podcast for this
All
week.
right.
Your question, we're gonna
Yeah.
definitely get your questions next week. We're probably gonna be on video somewhere next week. All kinds of fun stuff's happening. Oh, we have shirts. Hold on.
Wait.
We have shirts. You got it?
Monday.
We only have a few left.
Monday
I'm
merch.
being dead serious.
If you would like to continue to listen to us, you
Yeah.
need to freaking buy a shirt.
Buy a
okay?
shirt.
I'm sorry,
DM us.
you have to buy one now.
Thank you for watching.
All right.
Listening.
See you next week.
Listening.
And those of you that are watching live, I'm unliving you.
Hear you next week.
Bye. Is it over? How do I put this on my thing?
Don't
And now.
No. Oh, and now, yeah.
Yeah.